What's up, Gemini Collective? Thank you for joining me for your energy reading. My name is Keita. If it's your first time joining me, welcome. And if you are a returning viewer, welcome back. I didn't realize that coming out here, you could hear my AC unit, so I hope that ain't gonna be too much of a bother. But and then my neighbor's doing some construction work. um, but it's cold in my house, and I needed to spend some time outside. As a matter of fact, I need to bring my yoga mat out here and go sit under my tree and really earth and ground. But this was me making an attempt to fill that void, knowing I needed to get out of the house and get some sunshine and some fresh air. Because, baby, as much as I like being outside, earthing and grounding and breathing in good quality fresh air, if that's really what we got, we got what we got, right? But just being outside the way I know I need to for my mental and emotional health, let me get comfortable in that house or find me a little project to work on in the house. I be in there for days, ain't checked the mail in days or shit. So I'm outside with y'all, about to bring forth your um, energy reading, and I'm excited about it. I'm going to be pulling from the energy oracle, and that's going to be our tarot, and then I'm going to be clarifying with the goddesses, gods and guardians oracle. And I was reaching, or as the old folks say, retching for the Sacred Destiny Oracle, but I ended up being led to put that back and pick up the Whispers of Love. So there's a love message that wants to come through, and I'm also going to be getting y'all a crystal prescription from the Book of Stones. And I spent some time at my ancestor altar this morning, and a song came to mind, so I played it. I have no doubt that some of my ancestors were Anita Baker fans, so there's that. I'm definitely one, so there's that. And the song that came to mind was "You Bring Me Joy," but then other Anita Baker songs started coming to mind too, and some of the messages that I was getting were like spot on with what was coming on out in the song. I am going to talk about all of the songs in the next divine masculine, divine feminine reading, one of them. So Anita Baker music, or the lyrics to some of her music, may be significant to you, but the first one that came up was "You Bring Me Joy." So that may resonate. We're gonna get into the energy, Gemini, and see what's going on. So Father God, Mother Earth, ancestors and spirit guides, I welcome you into this space. Thanking you for your love and light. Thank you for providing and protecting. We thank you for these messages that came out so quick, and I'm gonna take them. We thank you for your guidance. We thank you for your sacrifice. And we thank you for the message that is coming forward for our highest good at this time. I ask that you speak to me and through me so that I may be a vessel of love and light, bringing forth the best message for the highest good of the Gemini collective at this time. And so it is. So we already got the cards came out, seemed like soon as I spoke, right? So we're going to see what they talking about. All of them fell face down on the ground. When cards fall face down for me in a reading, that means that something that's possibly in your blind spot you weren't aware of, that you don't know about, might catch you by off or by surprise, right? But you got all tied up, represented by the number 23, which represents being either mentally and or physically stuck. When you're mentally stuck, when you're stuck in your head, you definitely ain't making no moves, because you can't think about, or you are so stuck in your head that you're not able to think of the next step that needs to be taken. So this is someone feeling stuck in some way, or a situation being at a stalemate or stagnant. But you got all tied up here with the number 23, which breaks down to a 5, because that's a problem. That definitely will bring some conflict or some chaos in some way. Contract, represented by the number 6. So somebody is stuck in some kind of a verbal or legally binding agreement of some sort. So that could be a marriage, that could be a just a promise that was made to somebody, or some type of an arrangement, or whatever the case. Or you got somebody, because sometimes contracts can mean like your sacred contract, your karma, you know, a karmic, being in a karmic relationship or a karmic situation. So somebody may be feeling stuck in a karmic situation, represented by the number 6. So there's some progress that it seems to be being made, because we got all tied up with a 5, and then we got the 6 energy with contract, and that's progressive motion from 5 to 6, or some steps being taken. And I was talking about the when I was talking about the construction that's taking place around me in my neighborhood. It's like the next street over, they working on something. I think somebody getting their roof done or something, who knows. But the progression that's taking place is possibly some work that's being done to get unstuck in this situation that you, the viewer, aren't aware of. So we're gonna keep diving into it and see what's really going on. But whatever it is, there's some balance. If that work is being done, the work is being done to bring more balance, truth, harmony into a situation, because we got them scales being represented in the contract position. The daughter value represented by the number 31, which breaks down to a 4. Now we either talking about like a contract, a legally binding contract that brings in more money, more cash flow, or this is somebody valuing someone more. Again, I was led to pull from the whispers of love when I was going for the sacred destiny. So we're gonna see. But you got the door to value opening, and you can see coins and paper dollars and a field of like flowers, and looks like a castle or a estate. It really looked like, first of all, you got this like door that's like I've never noticed this. As long as I've had this deck, I've never paid attention to the significance of the door, but it's like Asian. It's giving me like Asian spirituality. And there's a key hanging from really look like it's hanging in thin air. So a key may be significant in some way. You guys may be seeing keys as synchronicities, but with that Anita Baker, you bring me joy. Somebody is finding value in someone, or has found more value in someone, and feels like they're the key to their abundance. Because you got a key right here amidst all this money. Can y'all see it? Yep. Number 39 represented breaking down to a 12, which gives you 3. 3s are all about aligning. Somebody's having a conversation about how they once felt stuck in something, but now they see value elsewhere in a situation where someone brings them joy, and they're the key to their abundance. They feel like they're the key to their abundance, and they're speaking from their heart with this truthful communication, represented here by the throat chakra, Archangel Gabriel. So if this is you and you have issues with speaking your truth, you're nervous, fear holding you back, circumstances holding you back, ask Archangel Gabriel to support you in speaking your truth, and to who you need to speak that truth to. Because what's the point of talking about it to other motherfuckers who ain't got nothing to do with it and can't do nothing about it, right? I mean, I'm all for a good vent session every now and then, but at some point you need to have productive conversation. You know what I'm saying? Some conversation with who you need to have it with, so that something can be born or cultivated from it towards your goals, right? So you got this throat chakra energy showing up here with a conversation coming forth about where somebody finds value, joy, or considers their abundance. Now, with daughter value, that number 31 breaks down to a 4, and with the throat chakra card, that's the number 39, which breaks down to a 12, which breaks down to a 3. So this is somebody going back in a way to speak some truth to somebody. So there's been a progression from this all tied up energy from the 5 to the 6. But then once this value has been established, this appreciation, this acknowledgement, this awareness of what brings somebody joy, they realize they got to go back and speak their truth and share how they feel with Archangel Gabriel, throat chakra. Yep. So at the top of the deck, we got adjacent possibilities. Yeah, because you had somebody who was stuck in their head, didn't feel like they could move or leave or go or shift or change in some way. And now, as a result of how they feeling, this joy that they have in their life, they're seeing all kinds of open doors and possibilities of things that could transpire in this situation. And they're not feeling stuck at all. It's like, okay, where I once thought my options were limited, I have plenty of options, but which one I'm going to choose? The one you're needing to choose is the one that you're being intuitively led to choose. So if you're not already someone who's well versed and tapped into your intuition and letting your intuition lead you, this is a major lesson in you learning to do so. Because you literally got a purple door right here, and that color purple represents the third eye, or the intuition, that energy center that governs the intuition. So you need to go where you're intuitively led, because that's where your abundance lies. That's the door to value for you. That's where the bag is. Do not fumble this bag, being stuck in your head and not speaking. Just our 12-12, not speaking your truth. And 12-12 represents getting out of your comfort zone. It's time to get uncomfortable so that you can elevate and evolve and grow and ascend and expand. And when you do that, you're going to have more than you've ever had, and you're going to see things you thought you'd never see, and experience and feel things that you thought you'd never experience and feel, because God never intended for you to be mediocre, to survive, be in survival mode, and not to thrive and enjoy all of the many gifts that the divine has out here for us. And it's not just about material shit. Finding joy in actually having somebody that by your side that you genuinely love, trust, attracted to, can talk to, being comfortable doing something that you enjoy doing for a living, being able to teach your children or your peers or your colleagues, spread your wisdom, not just knowledge and regurgitating shit that you learned in a book. Like, there's so much that the divine has in store or has provided for us, but we have to go through things that push us to value those things more. You know, sometimes people don't value being outside, getting some fresh air, enjoying some sunshine, grounding, and getting centered out in Mother Earth until their life is in an uproar. You know what I'm saying? And then you start to realize when you need Mother Nature to heal you in some way, you start to have more value for it. You start to be more grateful and appreciative for it. So this is definitely one of those situations where somebody's finding more joy as they are in need of whatever medicine someone else brings forward. And also, there's this the download that I'm giving. There's an innate calling to get to know better one's own medicine, what you bring to the table, what you or their gifts and talents and skills are, and what they're meant to bring to the collective table of healing and helping contribute to New Earth. So this is beautiful. I'm glad to see that somebody is getting out of this stagnant, stuck, unproductive position, tired of running on a hamster wheel and instead is using their throat chakra to speak their truth and explore other options that are more aligned with their spiritual journey, that they're intuitively led to do. So you had adjacent possibilities at the top of the deck. Let's see what we got at the bottom. Attachment. Somebody is literally, as a result of like seeing where they actually have other options and that they're being intuitively led to some other options, it's helping them even better see where they are negatively attached to some ideas and some things. Like this door that this person is walking through with the purple door, there's light coming from that door. They're stepping into the light, so you're able to see things clearer. And I was also led to burn my sun incense, which makes sense now. I know why I was led to burn this incense, because this particular kind, because the sun brings enlightenment, clarity, activation. The sun is the light, our most significant light source. So for many of you, you may be tapping into your what's called your great central sun, the sun within you, your life force energy, your solar plexus energy, and also will benefit greatly from getting some sunlight and light codes, and working with solar energy, making you some sun tea, and celebrating the upcoming summer solstice in some way. Or you may be like maybe needing to tap into the energy of your sun sign in order to build that like confidence and knowledge base that helps you to detach from some of these attachments that you have, because that's another number 5. These are things that are causing chaos and conflict in your life and keeping you from walking through that door to value. So as you are becoming, or somebody is becoming more aware of the attachments, the drainage, the energy vampires, and the things that are blocking their blessings in their life, they're speaking up about it. So that's something to be very proud of. I'm going to clarify this message with the I'm going to clarify with the whispers of love first, and then I'm going to clarify with the goddesses, gods, and guardians. Damn, Gemini. Spirit, please clarify this message for the Gemini collective. This is a major shift taking place. Okay. So, love is all around you. Fell on top of adjacent possibilities. Bounced off the table and fell on the floor, right? And it fell in reverse on the floor. So with love is all around you, represented by the number 7 falling in reverse, it says there is love everywhere all the time, simply acknowledging this as true. This is somebody, and you got adjacent possibilities representing number 6, which is about balance in relationship. And then you got love is all around you, represented by 16. Somebody is seeing, as a result of their spiritual awakening or ascension journey, that where they are is not where the love is. And that is why they're exploring other options, because they're not feeling the love where they are. With love is all around you in reverse, now the love ain't over here. It's somewhere over there. It's where that door to value is. And I'm about to start speaking my mind and speaking about my plans and speaking my feelings and speaking my heart about the truth of how I feel, because I'm about to go over there. I got other options that I'm about to explore, and there's one in particular that I'm being divinely led to go through. A door I'm being led to go through or explore, because up to this point in my experience, that is where the love is. My heart, my third eye is telling me that is where the love is. So you got love is all around you in reverse, and then you got 2 other cards that fell face down. So we're gonna see what those are. Actions speak loudly. Express your love through actions, represented by the number 49, which breaks down to a 13. 13s represent divine feminine energy and break down to a 4, which speaks to safety and security. Yeah, somebody finds home somewhere else, safety, security, stability somewhere else, and with a divine feminine energy. and the actions that they are about to take, they not just about to be talking about it. They about to be about it. And if they ain't about to be about it, this fell face down, because you're that person and this is your advice to be about it. Take actions that speak louder than just your words. Because if you connected with a divine feminine, that's exactly what she finna be looking for. Your actions and your words to line up and to see your integrity in a situation. So it says express your love through actions. I love you, represented by the number 20, which breaks down to a 2. I know we was talking, this was gonna be a love message, because as soon as I got ready to pull that Sacred Destiny deck, I heard the spirit say, nah, B. Get that Whispers of Love deck. And I turned around, I put the Sacred Destiny back, and I picked up the Whispers of Love. I love you. These are powerful words. And you literally got this throat chakra message coming out, because this is what someone wants to say. And you should. Do not take for granted how me and an old friend of mine, we was talking about just how short life is, and people are really leaving here for various reasons, and you just never know. So you shouldn't hold malice in your heart toward people for a myriad of reasons. But you know, speak your mind, speak your heart, and also don't hold grudges, because ultimately we got bigger fish to fry, and we ain't got all day to fry it. You know what I'm saying? So you got somebody coming forward or needing to come forward with actions that speak louder than words, and to express not only through their actions, but also, not only through their words, but their actions, the love that they have for somebody. This is dope. I love this image in the I love you card, because it's an angel, but then she looks like a heart. And she looks flattered. Oh, and I never noticed that in this angel's wings there are like faces of like children and babies, yo. And in the clouds, because I can see one down here that looks like a face. But either way, it's looking to the heavens, and you got all of these stars. This is a love that is supported by the ancestors and spirit guides, by the stars, that brings all of the things that the star energy represents: faith, hope, optimism, healing, rejuvenation, renewal. That's what this love brings, and that's why somebody is exploring these adjacent possibilities and getting unstuck and unattached from whatever was holding them back, or whoever was holding them back. At the top of the deck, you got have patience. Love is patient and kind always, represented by the number 17, which breaks down 2 and 8. But this having patience is at the top of the deck, so this is somebody who's possibly already been patient, waiting on a different result, or it has taken patience to get to this point. But at the bottom of the deck, practice compassion, represented by the number 15, which breaks down to a 6, again, to maintain that balance in this relationships. See things from a fresh perspective. And when you have compassion in a situation, you're able to not only like see your perspective of things, but also the perspective of the other key players involved, or everybody involved, and have a certain level of empathy and love and compassion for them. There is a blue just right within my sight, like, bro, what you want? Can I help you? I don't even know what that is to think it's significant, but that joint is like right within my eye. Or it was, it done moved over. But yeah, but that's kind of like symbolic of what I was saying about perspective. You know what I'm saying? Things look different when you're looking from a higher perspective than when you're looking from a lower perspective. You know what I'm saying? You're going to be able to see more details in one position than when you seeing it from another. So you definitely needing to see the bigger picture of a situation, but you needing to be compassionate and use your heart to make the decisions that you're making, and also allow that to lead the actions that you are taking. And with this, be patient. This is possibly a situation, especially if this is somebody who felt stuck in something, and they're just now coming to understand that they have other options. Be patient with them. You know, give them time to figure things out, and make the moves that they need to make. You just need to see that what they tell you they doing or working on, that they doing it. You know what I'm saying? That the change is being made, and the steps are being taken. And if this is somebody who's telling you that they love you, or you're somebody that's telling somebody that you love them and you about to make some kind of shift or change, then I need to see that throughout the process, in the steps that you're taking, in the actions that you're taking. So that's definitely making sure those words and actions are lining up. And now I'm gonna clarify with the gods, goddesses, gods, and guardians oracle cards. I love this deck. I feel like I don't use it enough. Clear. Cleanse the energy a bit. To clarify this message for the Gemini collective at this time. Yeah, you needed to be patient for one, because Rihanna fell out with inner strength. This is somebody who, as a result of being in this stuck situation where they couldn't move, they was in their head, they tired, they exhausted. And they're needing to gain their strength and therefore be able to gain their momentum to make the moves that they need to make. And that is why inner strength fell out in reverse. But as soon as they get it, this is somebody who wants to get on this horse and ride the fuck out. Ride towards whoever they love, and whatever options or possibilities or ideas are coming forth for them, wherever they're being intuitively led. So that is part of the problem in this situation, is that this person is tired. They lack the inner strength to make the moves that they're needing to make. But another thing about that is, we talked about that sunshine energy. The sun represents vitality. So that is another reason why they're needed to get more sunshine, and they're needed to pay attention to what their sun sign is, and do the work to align with that energy, so that they can build their inner strength to make the move that they need to make. Like, so the sun is literally going to be this person's battery in their back to move through the door to value. And as you can see in this image of the door to value, there's plenty of sun and light and golden energy on the other side of their door. This person just got to say what they need to say, like John Mayer said. I think that's John Mayer. Say what you need to say. Say what you need to say. Also, as I done move these cards around a little bit, no, this is how they originally were. The numbers 31 and 13 may be significant as well, as those are mirroring twin flame numbers. So that speaks to how both individuals in the connection are mirroring one another. So you got two individuals who, with 31 and 13 being mirroring numbers, you got two individuals who, at the end of the day, they just want to feel safe and secure. That's the goal, you know what I'm saying? They want to feel safe and secure emotionally, financially, mentally, be in a situation that feels like home, and that is and lay a strong foundation to have that, because that is what fours represent, and 31 breaks down to a 4 as well as 13. But one thing about a divine feminine energy, that's the thing. One of the things that separates her from feminine energies, and especially toxic femininity, is that she ain't gonna settle for less than safety and security and stability. She ain't about to let nothing and nobody put her in a situation where she don't feel safe and secure. She definitely ain't gonna, if she ends up in a situation like this, she's not going to stay in it long. At the top of the deck, you have Kali Ma, spiritual transformation. I told you, some heads about to roll. Kali Ma come through, whoop ass, and take names if necessary. Whatever got to change, she taking that hooked knife, machete, whatever you want to call it, and she coming through, and she's cutting it off at the head. It's like what they say in police training. They teach them to shoot center mass. I learned this when I used to work security. They teach them to shoot center mass so that you can deaden the threat. All that shooting them in the leg to get them to get down and all that, they might lay down, but then they might grab something and kill you. So they teach them to shoot center mass, and I don't think that's in all situations, but in certain situations, to shoot you where they're going to deaden the threat. And that's what Kali Ma come through. Whether that's your fear, whether that's a relationship, whether it's a career, whatever you allowing to stand in the way of your spiritual transformation, Kali Ma comes through with that energy that's like, hell no, we're not doing this. She represents endings and beginnings. If this is standing in the way of what God has in store for you, your daughter, what lies on the side of the other side of that door to value, Kali Ma gonna come through. She's gonna remove the head. She's gonna cleanse and clear it, and she's gonna wear the skull as a necklace. And as you can see, she collects them, and she operates by using her intuition, her third eye. She's a fucking beast. Somebody is going through a massive spiritual transformation, and that is why you're needing to be patient with them. You're needing to have compassion for them as they go through this, but it is leading them. Y'all, I cannot make this shit up. At the bottom of the deck, the sun god himself, Ra. Share your gift. Somebody's going through this spiritual transformation where they are being enlightened about their attachments, how they came to be, and how to go about detaching. They're being blessed with this Kali Ma energy to come through and cut through the bullshit, right? So it gives you much of a Queen of Swords type of energy, and I've never thought of Kali Ma like that, but that's so. If she was ever equivalent to anybody in the tarot, it would be the Queen of Swords. And then you got Ra. Share your gift. Shine bright like the sun. I want to read the message of Ra. I only got like 5% left on my damn iPad. I'm gonna make it real quick. It says, the perfect time is now. Say yes and show up. Ra, pronounced Ra or Re, was the god of heaven, the sun, and the origin of life in Egyptian mythology. Described as creator of everything, he was so powerful and popular, and his worship so enduring, that some scholars say that Egyptian religion had only one god, Ra. The Egyptians built solar temples in his honor, and throughout the dynastic periods, he took many other blended forms such as Ra, Horakatai, and Amun-Ra. Ra was a high priest in Atlantis and watches over those who are now rediscovering their ancient Atlantean gifts. This is reminding me of their reading when we talked about the masculines, divine masculines going on a voyage to Atlantis, but always coming back to this one particular person. I'll always come back to you. This is this person coming back, more enlightened, returning more enlightened, no longer stuck in their head, but allowing their heart to lead them and ready to shine and show their gifts and their talents after having gone through a massive spiritual transformation, and they want you to know that they love you. I'm going to suggest that you all work with a sunstone, and if I find some information on sunstone, I'll put it on the community board, but it's definitely going to help support this energy of stepping into this Ra energy, this sun energy. Get you some sun incense, get outside and get some light codes and some light energy straight from the sun itself. But yeah, y'all, if you're interested in a personal reading, feel free to email me at turquoisemajesty@gmail.com. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. If you're local, I'm still having the Radical Self-Care Sun sound bath sessions. That would be very helpful as well to support you if you resonate with this energy of needing to get your vitality out and boost your strength to make the moves that you know you're needing to make. And also, if you're that person who's needing to show up in a more supportive role and be patient and compassionate with someone, the sound bath would be helpful as well. Come on now, not my mouth. My breath couldn't be this thing. But with that being said, okay, y'all, look, my iPad was on 4% when I originally stopped the video. I was about to end this thing. And matter of fact, I did end it because I didn't want the iPad to cut out. But I was sitting here eating, and I had so many more downloads about this Gemini reader. And it's like important information. There was also other things I wanted to share with y'all about some of the cards that came out. So I'm gonna try to zip through it real quick. So we're gonna explore the energy of attachments, spiritual transformation, the Kali energy that came out in the reading. And then I'm gonna share with y'all some information on sunstone. And I'm gonna keep it quick because I had the phone on the iPad on the charger while I was eating and having these downloads. And hell, it ain't got but to 10%. It's charging slow as fuck. But we finna be using all 10 of them, okay? That's also another reading that I did 2 or 3 months ago that resonates heavily with this reading. So I'm gonna put it on the community board, just saw 111, and it's a Pisces reading. But when y'all see it, you're gonna be like, damn, this same scenario, right? So with attachments, let's get on into it. Wow, I got the technology to do so. Oh, before I get into attachments, so what was coming to me while I was eating was also that we talked about this need to be patient and compassionate. And at the top of the deck, we had patience, and I was talking about somebody having already been patient in a situation. And at the bottom of the deck, we had compassion. So I was urging y'all to be compassionate towards whoever has been in that all tied up, stuck, stagnant, paralyzed energy. But what came to me was that individual needs to show themselves compassion as well, because sometimes when you're in situations like that where you feel like you've been stuck, you're miserable, unhappy, unproductive, or whatever the case, whether that's mentally, emotionally, physically, you can be very hard on yourself because you feel like you haven't reached your goals, or you wasted time, or you were a coward, or whatever feelings come up after having emerged from a situation like that where you felt stuck, to now, even if you haven't made the movement, having the courage or the that battery in your back, so to speak, or the push or the energy to move forward or move in a different way. Sometimes you needed to show yourself some compassion coming out of those types of situations, because you can be hard on yourself, and that's not conducive to helping you have a better experience as you move forward on the journey. You don't want to take that resentment with you, so you needed to definitely show yourself some compassion as well if you resonate with that message. I thought that was very important for me to come back down here to these internet streets and say. So there you have it. And then with attachment, y'all were being told about those things that basically you need to let go of. So attachment represents a perceived need and the choice to let go. In the upright position, this card reveals that your passage forward is being stopped by strong attachments to old patterns or people from the past. The chain at your wrist is bolted to fear from the past or desperation about the future. And although you may wear the mask of pretense or even contentment, you simply cannot seem to go forward. There was another reading that I just did. Was it like Virgo or Libra or something? I just did this reading some days ago about somebody wearing a mask but like taking it off. So there's definitely progress being made, but that message may resonate with this, so y'all might want to check that one out as well. But it says the stuff that's keeping you stuck could be physical addictions, emotional patterns, or even old relationships. Are you living in fear, addicted to old unhealthy habits, or so desperate about the future that you can't be happy now? If so, the chains that bind you could be of your own making. This card is telling you that it's time to take the action you need to break out of your chains and move forward to an open, free, healthy, and authentically happy life. It may take some courage and effort to let go, but know that you are capable of doing it. Another one of them Anita Baker songs that came up was Caught Up in the Rapture. And in that song, she talks about flying free. And I'm reminded of that as I am reading this, because again, this is a love message, and so somebody uh, brings someone joy and is helping that love between the two is helping their soul fly free from these attached toxic attachments or stuck situations. This card is telling you it's time to take the action you need to break out of your chains, move forward to an open, free, healthy, and authentically happy life. It may take some courage and effort to let go, but know that you are capable of doing it. Until you do, the difficult energy will just repeat itself, keeping you stuck. That's why somebody is running out of patience with a situation, because they've been being patient. They've been trying to stick it out and tough it out and stick it through, and that's not working. And the reason it's not working is because you're going through a spiritual transformation. So I'm going to share with you the information about the energy of Kali representing spiritual transformation. It says a cycle of intense rebirth. This is your awakening. Hindu goddess Kali Ma is a fierce powerhouse of the creative feminine life force, or Shakti energy. The ultimate spiritual transformer, Kali confronts you with your darkest fears while simultaneously activating your eternal light. I told you, your internal, eternal light, your great central sun. So you may want to look that up, the significance of the great central sun. Kali is a lightning bolt of truth that initiates sweeping change, and her skulls represent the death of the ego. Her razor-sharp sword destroys everything that isn't authentic. Working with Kali can be an intense process of stripping away, yet it reveals our deepest spiritual power. Her symbols are the void, the cutlass, skulls, and red hibiscus flowers. When everything turns upside down, the rug is swept from under you, and the shock of the unexpected reverberates through your entire being. It is likely that Kali Ma is at work, just like this motherfucker on the other side of this fist. It's some work being done. Like, change and transformation and progress is being made in these situations. So if you are the person on the other side of this wondering what the fuck is going on, fear not, poo. Kali and them got this shit under control. They not about to let this person stay in fear and mediocrity and stay all tied up. It's just not about to let it happen, because they got bigger fish to fry. They got other shit to do. So it says nothing feels certain right now, and you may feel vulnerable, raw, and confronted with your deepest fears. These are not easy feelings to manage, and you might want to run away from the surge of emotion or exert hard control over the rapidly shifting circumstances in your life. So for many of you, you may be dealing with a runner, somebody whom you have a love connection with, who is running from the intensity of the connection and what it is calling forth from them or requiring of them. But guess what? If this is a divine connection, this relationship ain't just you and them. Good thing about it is it's between you, them, and the divine. And the divine ain't gonna let them run too far, honey. Because like the song say, I'll always come back to you. They'll be back, child. So it says, trust the divine plan as you're entering a phase of phenomenal transformation. Kali leads you to an empty, stripped back space, bringing you face to face with your naked truth. Thank you, child. You may see who you really are. Kali will stretch you beyond all your perceived limits, haul you outside of your comfort zone. We saw 12:12 in that last clip I did. And shake you awake with sacred revelations. Your ego will fear her, but no other goddess sees your spiritual potential quite like Kali Ma. You may be facing a cycle of intense life shifts, but remember, you'll never be given anything you can't handle. Even though life may feel unraveled right now, Kali always has your back. Stare fearlessly into the void. The time has come to be nothing less than your spectacular self. So the additional meanings of this energy are leading you to take it one day at a time to help you through personal loss or dramatic change, and that you're needed to see this situation as a blessing in disguise. And the implication for this energy is, out of chaos comes divine order. My spirit roars with truth. That's that lion and lioness energy coming out, because the lion is the king of the jungle. The lioness, she goes out and get it, while the king stay back and protect the kingdom. So y'all are already well equipped if you have that lion energy somehow, maybe even having some Leo in your chart, to survive situations like this. And even if you don't have no Leo in your chart, um, work with Leo energy, as it is symbolic of that sun energy as well. And speaking of the sun energy, the solar energy that's coming up here, I had suggested that y'all work with sunstone. So the keywords for sunstone are leadership, which is very much a Leo energy, benevolence, strength, Leo energy, abundance of blessings, and enlightened male energy. Again, Leo energy. The element is fire, and the chakras are the sacral chakra and the solar plexus. So it says sunstone is a fire element ally that carries the frequency of the solar ray, representing enlightened leadership and the ability to utilize knowledge and wisdom for the highest good of all. The solar ray carries the energy of Ra. We had that Ra card come out in this reading, the sun god, whose energy brings forth the potential life within the earth. This reminds us of the initiation of life we all are currently undergoing, in which our true nature is being brought forth by continual exposure to higher frequencies of light. So not only being exposed to light, but higher frequencies of light. Surrounding yourself with people who emanate higher vibrations and higher consciousness. Being in environments that are conducive to being in operating at a higher frequency. And getting outside and getting some sunlight. Being intentional about aligning with higher frequencies is very supportive of the change that is taking place within us at this time. So it says, in the past, leadership has often meant the use of power for personal gain or power over the will of others. In the emerging paradigm, leadership instead represents the ability to take responsibility for the common good. It is not the assumption of power, but rather the assumption of responsibility melded with the will to manifest the highest potential of spirit onto earth. Sunstone teaches of leadership as the act of placing oneself in service to others instead of insisting that others be of service to oneself. Sunstone has the wonderful ability to reveal ego-based desires and motivations. It's an excellent stone to use in business dealings due to its ability to reveal the true motivations held by others and expose dishonesty. Spiritually, Sunstone teaches one to utilize one's skills and abilities in service to others. It's a stone of abundance, helping one to take action to manifest one's desires and physicality. Sunstone emanates the solar ray, attuning one to light and the energy of the great central sun. I told y'all, tap into that central sun energy, that sun energy within you. You know, we get our light source outside of us, but there's a light within you that wants to feed and nourish you and nurture you and help you to grow and shine light on all the beauty and darkness that lies within you, so that you can live a more high vibrational life and more in alignment with your life purpose. Sunstone emotionally warms and stimulates the emotional body. It can help one transform anger into energy, judgment into joy. I told you that Anita Baker song, You Bring Me Joy. It raises the vibration of one's emotional patterns, and the affirmation that aligns with Sunstone is, I claim my true place of leadership, giving and receiving abundant blessings. For many of you, this is you going through a spiritual transformation so that you can get in your rightful place as a leader, so that you can shine your light in this world as you were always meant to, but it is time now. And so in these love connections, it is challenging you to face your fears and where you may be inauthentic and not showing up as your highest self, as your God self, so that you can make that shift and live your absolute best life. Because this is not a practice run, y'all. But now I'm done. And with that being said, if you're needing a personal reading, feel free to email me at turquoisemajesty@gmail.com. If you'd like to make a donation, Lord knows I need a new iPad. The way this thing dying and charging slow and whatnot, you definitely can make that donation with my donation information being in the description box for Cash App and PayPal. I thank y'all so much for the support up to this point. Keep rocking with me because I'm going to keep bringing this information. And don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Until next time, y'all.